back your homes, or restore your dead to life.
But perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Hey everyone, I've been getting a lot of requests on doing a video about the Horn of Winter, and when it comes to old legends like this, I feel it is necessary to talk about the possibilities laid out for both the books and the show. So let's get into it. The Horn of Winter, or the Horn of Joramun, is supposedly an ancient horn that had magical abilities. It was blown by the first king beyond the wall, a guy named Joramun, and the sound apparently woke the giants. It is believed that blowing it will bring the wall down, since the wall is held up by magic as well. Mance Rayder tells Jon that he has found the magical horn, and that he and the crows should be afraid that he has the power to destroy their wall. Jon sucked in his breath. A war horn, a bloody great war horn. Yes, Mance said, the Horn of Winter, that Joramun once blew to wake giants from the earth. According to legend, the horn is 8 feet long, and when Mance shows Jon Snow the horn he has, Jon could fit half his arm into the bowl of the horn because it was so large. Though Mance seems pretty convinced, Ygritte and Tormund are very skeptical. I'm crying because we never found the Horn of Winter. We opened 100 graves and let all those shades loose in the world, and never found the Horn of Joramun to bring this cold thing down. She burned that fine big horn. Aye, a bloody sin, I call it. 1,000 years old that was. We found it in a giant's grave, and no man of us had ever seen a horn so big. That must have been why Mance got the notion to tell you it were Joramun's. He wanted the crows to think he had it in his power to blow your bloody wall down about your knees. We never found the true horn, not for all our digging. If we had, every kneeler in your 7 kingdoms would have chunks of ice to cool his wine all summer. So according to the books, there is a pretty fair chance that the Horn of Winter is not the horn Mance possesses. Mance's horn may just be an old giant's horn that is being used as a false flag to keep crows away. It is also possible that Ygritte and Tormund are lying to Jon at this point and don't think the horn's location should be publicly known in case of a Night's Watch attempt to steal or destroy it. Now as we go into the theory, I want to assume that Mance does not in fact have the true Horn of Winter. It would not be any fun to theorize about it anyway, because the whereabouts would end there, and George R.R. Martin loves his audience digging into things. So let's assume the Horn of Winter, if the legends are real, and this isn't just a fool's tale, is actually around somewhere buried or hiding. So there's a few different approaches to this. We can say the most boring theory, and one that doesn't go too in depth, is the fact that the legend is just that, a legend. Every legend can't turn out true, even in fantasy. So there's a possibility the Horn of Winter is as fake as Peter Dinklage's European accent. The most popular theory is that the old war horn Jon and Ghost find along with the dragon glass is the Horn of Winter. Here's some text about it. Beneath the dragon glass was an old war horn, made from an oryx horn and banded in bronze. The war horn he had given to Sam. On closer examination, the horn had proved cracked, and even after he had cleaned all the dirt out, Jon had been unable to get any sound from it. The rim was chipped as well, but Sam liked old things, even worthless old things. Whenever Sam thought of the cache Jon had found buried beneath the fist, it made him want to cry. There'd been dagger blades and spearheads and 200 or 300 arrowheads at least. Jon had made daggers for himself, Sam, and Lord Commander Mormont, and he'd given Sam a spearhead, an old broken horn, and some arrowheads. Zondo had to go over that part 3 times before Kuhuromo accepted it. By the time the dealing was done, Sam was down to his boots and blacks and small clothes, and the broken horn Jon Snow had found on the fist of the first men. The one thing this theory has going for it is its mention in the books. 3 different books. Sounds a little overkill for such a small, unimportant horn. Unless it's a red herring from Martin. We may never know. Anyway, from the last book reference, we know that Sam still has the broken horn. He just arrived at the Citadel with Gilly and young Sam. If that really is the Horn of Winter, it is a good thing that it is away from the White Walkers that would make it all too easy for them to travel south of the wall. The broken horn also has ancient engravings of the first men, which would be time period accurate for the theory to prove true. It may not be the 8 feet long horn as told by legend, but almost every legend is embellished to some extent. And finally, the location of the broken horn supports this theory too. They found the horn at the Fist of the First Men, which was an old stronghold not too far north of the wall, a reasonable place for a previous watchman to have hidden it among their stash of dragonglass. Regardless, if we assume this legend is true, there isn't many better candidates for an alternative Horn of Winter. It's safe to say that at least in the Song of Ice and Fire, the broken horn may have some sort of significance. Let me know where you think the Horn of Winter is, and if you believe it real or legend. Thanks for watching, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow.